Hey guys, so welcome back to Comfycozyup. So, what I'm doing this week. So let's talk about some books. So I finished book number 3 on the Booker, which is The South by Tash Al. And this actually feels like a summer book in terms of that moment in your life where you experience something memorable, something that molds you and who you become as an adult. And in this case, we're following a young boy who's 16, and his family inherited this land in the South from their grandfather. And what ends up happening is this land is just it's in a mess. It's a mess. It's in a town that is very much struggling financially. The family is struggling financially, and there's all these things that's happening that's secretive with the father and the mother's relationship, and what even made them decide that they will just take the land even though they had no means to uphold a large land like that. So you are also the main character. He's growing. He's a teenager. He's 16. He's exploring his sexuality. He is mingling and learning things and discovering things and having these thoughts that are what you expect from somebody that age. It just so happened to be at the expense of him being somewhere that he wasn't sure of but loved, but now things are happening that he may have to leave. And so I get, this just gives me very much a summer read. I wouldn't say it's the most memorable so far. It's number 3. It's not my favorite at all. I don't hate it, but it's not a book I feel like years from now, if you ask me about it, I might have to like go to my notes to actually remember anything about it. I didn't think it was that memorable, but it gives very much a summer read. I feel like this is one of those books you could just sit down and read in the summer, and it's gonna have those like moments where you can, as an adult, you understand so much about in terms of the significant things that happen in a short period of time that can mold you. And that's what I got from this. I'll definitely continue reading. So the story now, and I'm so sorry guys, I'm working out the lights. I'm not sure why we're so dark, but it is what it is. I have to figure out the lighting story and why my lens might need to be clean or something, but it's just not doing well with adjusting to light. Yay. Anywho, I went ahead and complained about the books I never got. So they sent me another shipment, which came within 2 days. And they told me that the books that I originally ordered might show up at some point. It is what it is. And I said, that's fine. If it shows up, they say I can keep them. But right now, they can't even track it. And it's not showing where the book could possibly be. So, it is what it is. So, audition came in. This one is short. Again, I'm going to allow these blind. And then the Caribbean book that I do know of because I'm very much familiar with this author. And this is Love Forms. Interesting enough, when I read Golden Child or Gold Child, I don't remember that book. It's somewhere on my bookshelf. It was an okay read, but you know, it's a Caribbean author, so I wanted to see what it's about. There are some interesting reaction I've seen from this book from people who are Caribbean, where, you know, basically it's not for us, but we'll see. I will give you my honest opinion about it. And then I was excited for this book. That's why I was so mad it took so long. This is it's called Fabric Savvy, How to Choose and Use Fabrics. Now, I love this because it gives so many fabrics. Now, a lot of times I am looking up patterns and they recommend these fabric and I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what it really looks like. Now, granted, you can't feel it in this book because it's just pictures, but it still gives me much more than I would have imagined what the fabric may look like. But the bigger thing is it gives you what needles they recommend for certain fabric. Now, I use 3 different needles. I use universal, I use denim, heavy duty, and then I use stretch needle. I do have other needles, I wasn't sure what I'm using those other needles for, but this gives me that. It gives you the fabric, it gives you the needle recommendation, it gives you the foot recommendation. There's one particular foot, no, let me not say one, got maybe 5 different foots, and I'm not sure what those foots are for the machine. I do like my new Janome because it does give detail on the parts that comes with it, but there's sometimes I don't know exactly what fabric will require this particular foot. It is in here. And then it also gave me needles length that they recommend. Whether or not it's not, I don't think this is like the Bible of all, but it's just a good guidance. And I think if you are new to sewing, this would be great. I am reaching next month my 4th year of sewing, so I'm in the I would say the mid, what you call the average. I am not, I would say, expert, but I'm not considered a beginner. So I'm more in the average when it comes to sewing. So a lot of this I did recognize and I did know, but there's some of it where I completely was like, oh, that's what that foot is for, or oh, that's what those needles are for, because I did not know what some of these needles are for. And so I appreciate it for that. But again, it's beautiful, and it's a lot going on. And there's a section in the back that is hemming and closure, and this is just great. I'm definitely going to gift it to one. I'm going to get, if the other one comes in, I'm going to wait and gift it to my friend who just started sewing, because she will definitely benefit. I wish I had this when I just started sewing, but that's okay. I learned a lot along the way. But yeah, excited for that. Now, what am I continuing? The Delgado family, believe it or not, I completed Capone, I completed Capodanna. Capodanna. I completed, no, I did not complete. I am halfway in Capri storyline. So these are the siblings. And there's a spoiler that I can't really say. So I'm wondering if there's a spin-off for that particular one. So I will do a dedicated video where I talk about that for those of you who are urban fiction fans and want some urban fiction, want some action packed. We're talking about people on motorcycle hanging off, pew-pewing other people and trying to survive, kidnap, you name it, it's happening in these books. And it's just really like a page turner because of how action-packed it was. So I will give a dedicated video for that for those of you who like stories like that. What am I also reading is, I am not doing that well in this. Granted, I'm enjoying it, but I got a long way to go. You see where I'm at? I don't know. It's a high possibility I won't finish this before the month end. I don't know. So we'll see. And what I also plan on reading next, let's talk about crafting. I have been quilting. I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different book sleeve, and what you can also use as iPod sleeves, and they're all different, all 5 of them different. So this is my pattern that I measured to kind of get the sizing, and I've been using it for all 5. This is what I started with, and I'm enjoying it. I, however, want to do one for my computer. I did one already for my computer, but I want to do one where it's a zipper and there's some other things I want to do to it, but I don't have the right zipper length, which is what caused one of them not to be that great, because the zipper length was not long enough. So this is the one my second one. Actually, let's start with the first. So the first one was this. And I love the gingham green, and then of course it's two-tone because there's a different lining inside. And I decided to do this. I saw there's a YouTuber, XOXO Charlie, and no, it wasn't XOXO Charlie. I can't think. It's not her. There's another one. I don't remember that other channel, and she had the strings, and I said, ooh, I love the idea of a string, because normally I'm used to the book sleeve where it's just this, and I love that the string, you know, can kind of sort of keep your stuff intact. And so I put one on and love it. Then when I did this, I realized it was a little thinner for my liking, because the batten that I was using was thinner than I wanted for something like this. So if you can see, it is big, because this is the book that's in there. So this is the flashlight, which I've heard I need to get into it. So I am definitely going to pick this up. This is a Booker. This is on the Booker long list as well. So this might be book number 4 I will get into. I have purchased this, if you saw the previous video, when I was in Jim Thorpe. I cannot, I'm Jamaican. That TH, yes, it gets me every time. So that's what inside look like. And again, like I said, the sizing is just perfect, like perfect. So then I decided to make this one, which is supposed to be the same size, but as you can see, it is not. I did not have the right length zipper, so I had to shorten the side a little to make it work. And I wanted to try it, what it would look like with this loop, and learn something about loop, learning where to place it, because it's not placed in the right spot. But nevertheless, I love this. I got better batting, so this batting is thicker, and I have a lot going on in here, which I love for that. So I have my tablet and my book journal. Yeah, yes, it's perfect sizing. I was like, okay, this is gonna get a lot of wear, especially going to work, because I tend to always have these two with me in my work bag. So put it in here, and I could put other stuff in here. So then I got a little bit more creative, and I said, let's do another direction. So as you can see, they're all different. So this one is gonna come from the side. It has string, and I love the color. So there goes the color, and inside it is a burgundy. And also, it is big enough to fit this book. You guys see? It's a big book. And I tried it, and it fits. So, there we go. And it fits. So, and it also will fit both of these with space. Perfect. So, I was like, okay. That's number 3. Let's try a different style, but we're still using this. And that's when I came up with this one. And this one has the pocket in the front, and I thought that was great. So you will have, which I'm going to try something that I haven't tried yet. Let's see. It's tight, but it worked. So I have the book inside and the pocket. So now I will probably not use this because it's tight, but I can tell by this, I know I can fit a lot in here because the pocket is a good size pocket. So this is the other one. My tablet. But my tablet's a little looser in. But yeah. So this is me going to the coffee shop and I don't want to bring anything. My wallet and a book will fit in there. So this is number 4. And then the last one is probably the most experimental because my pockets, I don't think is that great. But I have a pocket in the front, 2 pockets actually. So there's a pocket here, which is why I put here in. And then I have a pocket here that is a button pocket. And I have my pen in here. So I will keep the pen in here. Stuff the notebook in here. And then this is also a button open. And then let's see. So got the book in there, got my notebook and a pen. Yeah. So then I can actually put my journal, can have some journaling things, and it will fit in here. This is so cute. And it's, you know, like I said, it's double pocket. So I experimented with this and it came out really, really good. Because the pocket wasn't the neatest. I think it could have been a little neater, but for the most part, I like the idea, and I like that it can fit, again, a huge book. And this was it. This was all the crafting that I did this week. And to be honest with you, I made these 3 this morning. It took about, I would say, 2 hours just to do these 3. I made this last night, about an hour. And then I made this like maybe 3 days ago. I think I put it on my Instagram, or 2 days ago. Yeah. Has to be 2 days ago. I think I made this Wednesday. No, maybe Thursday. I can't remember. So I am loving this. Now, I like little craft stuff like this because I got ideas of gift to give people. Now, I do need to work on a bag, a quilted bag for my mother, because the black one that I made her, she's wearing it to death, guys. It's to the point where it's just looking like beat up now. Because she said she wears it like pretty much every day. She just loves the size and how much stuff she can like throw in it. So I'm going to make her 2 different kind. I just don't have the color palette that I want to use. And because she's going to be using it so much, I want to make sure I use colors that are not going to be, you know, get dirty quickly. Like these, with the exception of the red, but this is very much giving spring summer. But that's the fabric I had and I just wanted to use it. But, you know, we can still rock this for fall because of the gingham. We can rock this for fall, and we can rock the green for fall. But I think I want to do something similar to this and maybe some dark green for her. But I need to pick some, I need fabric for that. And which I know I can get because a lot of quilting spots around my way. But I'm loving the quilting thing. This is the first year I started doing quilting, earlier this year, January, and it's just fun to sit down and do all these lines. And but I do need to do patchwork one, because this is the only thing that is close to patchwork. For her bag, it's going to be patchwork. And yeah, and that's it for right now. We'll continue with the Booker and the romance that I'm reading. I will be reviewing this more in detail as I go through it. This is definitely highly recommend for my sewing folks that watch me, are new to it. Yeah, I'll put the link. I'll put a link in the description for those who are interested in this book. The price wasn't bad. I think it was like $20. I think. I can't remember. I know it wasn't that expensive. So anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Ooh. This is how much I got going on right now. So I bought 3 new five, but it's more than that. I have like 2 sets coming in. It's a lot. The haul is gonna be ridiculous. If you guys are following the Big 5 company, filed for bankruptcy and was liquidated. So it's just a matter of time before they're either gone or they're only going to be doing online PDF. And online PDF is very annoying. It's a lot of pages. Financially, to me, it costs more because of all the ink and paper you're going to have to use. And I don't have a projector yet, which will have to save up for one eventually, because that is going to be the thing. That's the modern thing if you don't want to have a bunch of paper all over the place. So I bought a lot of patterns. So I bought some new ones, and I bought pattern that's coming are basic. So basically I want to hack patterns. I can hack patterns. I could use a portion of it and create my own addition to the pattern. So I didn't buy a lot of pattern that was like distinctive or very much like a trending pattern. I bought pattern that I feel like is with time it's never going to age. And again, you can hack it to add modern things as, you know, style evolves. So, but these are to me like basic stuff. Nothing about this. These are, you know. So I do need to make another jacket. We are in fall at night. So right now it's like high 70s, beautiful weather. I'm going out there with this. But like 5, 6 o'clock hit, it's like fall. Fall is here. You need a sweater or some long sleeve. So I made that jacket in the back. And then I want to make this, but I don't want to make it in a blue denim because I already have that dark blue denim. I really want like a green khaki or a corduroy that's darker but like brown or green. So I bought this hoping to do that. I then have this dress which it's I feel like this is such a doable dress and I'm liking it, but I know I wanted to have it in my collection because this is something again I can hack and change up, and so I got this. And then these pants I absolutely love. Now I have a pattern that's similar to this, but I find that I like her tutorial. I've been following her for like maybe a year now, and I watched her before I knew she joined them and was able to do this. Is her first pattern that she had with them, but she's such a good tutorialist. I think she called herself So Bake Make. And I like these pants because I can hack it and add a top. Oh, the top is also a part of this. So you know, I like my basics in the fall and winter, so I'll definitely try her basic top as well in these. And then I needed another workout outfit that has plus size, so I got this workout. It is on my Make 5 board. It's on my vision board to make a workout outfit. I have yet to do it. I have the fabric to do it, just haven't done it, and I figure I want to try hers because she, like I said, she has the plus size on here. And then this is one of the contender for my birthday dress. I have one I'm designing and I'm hoping to execute. Yeah, I'm designing it. And then I want this as a backup for maybe a second, because you know I usually celebrate more than one day for my birthday. So I got this because I love it. Now I love that it has faux leather option, and that because years ago I bought some black faux leather that's been sitting in the closet and I was scared to use it. So but I don't know if I'm going to still use it yet because I hadn't initially bought it for pants, but I don't know if it's going to be enough fabric. It might not, because it's calling for yeah, it's calling for at least 4 yards. I don't think I have 4 yards. We'll see. But either way, I'll get something else. I want to make that. And that's it. My mom wants me to make a jacket for her, so I made a white version, so I will do this one. It's the office one. I have two, guys. That's how much I love this pattern. I want to revisit this dress that I did not, it didn't come out good. So I want to revisit it because I really want to execute this dress. Of course, fall item. I have a lot of fabric, lot of stretch knit. I was just picking them up because they were cheap. So I need to make a lot of sweaters to go. And then I want to make this jacket. It's very light and easy. This is probably one that's not going to take me no time to make. So, and it's not lined. Yeah, it's not lined, I think. No, it's not lined. So yeah, so that's it, guys. I have a lot going on, and at the same time, it is also a journal mood coming to an end. We're going into the last week of it, and last weekend was such a fun time, and I'm still high off for that. And thank you guys for watching the previous video with my mom. My mom she's just not a camera person. So I like when she do decide to come on without me making her. So, but thanks guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.